Welcome to Why Voices. It is good to be in the lab one more time. That's why the letter Y dash voices on YouTube. Hey you guys got to decide on what you're gonna do. Do you want to work 10 years or do you want to work 30? I always say shoes, work 10 years and going to retire early. That way you're only 28, 28, 29 years old, but you put the work in early and then you retired early, you know. Uh, you know, $50 a payday, $75 a payday, whatever it takes, Don't skip a meal, put it in the market. It's gonna bring you guys huge wins if you guys get started at the age of 16. And that's what I'm encouraging you guys to do. I don't want you guys to work 30 years when you can work 10, you know, and then wake up in Dubai, you know. Eat your donut, your pancakes, your sausage, drink your orange juice, look at your laptop, look at your phone, buy something, sell something, or just don't do nothing. But then after that, if you're not gonna go snorkeling, go jump out of a helicopter or something like that, or take a helicopter ride for the rest of the day. Go to the zoo, the museum. You know, uh, there's a lot of beautiful things that you guys can get into once you build out your portfolios. And today I got another great stop that I want you guys to just kind of look at. I want you guys to kind of think about the future on this one here because Uh, this company is none other than SOFI, ticker symbol SOFI. It's the digital finance super app for the future. Yeah, you put this app on your phone or on your laptop, and yeah, you could do a variety of things with SOFI. SOFI. Some of you guys say, well, what is SOFI? SOFI operates across three major business segments, making it more than just a bank. Most people think that SOFI is just a bank, but SOFI, let me tell you guys, I've been digging into this company. SOFI does a lot. Okay, they do a lot. Uh, okay, they give out personal loans. Okay, this is what this company does. SOFI, ticker symbol SOFI. They give out personal loans, student loans. They refinance student loans. That's gonna be around. Okay, they give out home loans. Okay, auto loans, refinancing of autos. Okay, and SoFi is also in credit cards, which is huge across America. Okay, uh, SoFi, you know, ticker symbol SOFI. Okay, they're not only do that, but they also are into checking and savings accounts. Okay, they do that type of stuff. SoFi, they invest in stocks, ETF. They got what you call robo advertising. Okay, SoFi is into crypto. Okay, SoFi rely on financial tracking. SoFi protects, insurance companies. Okay, and SoFi is also travel. Okay, so when you think about SoFi, I want you guys to be thinking about all these different type of industries that they're in. Okay, their technology platform, and their hidden gem is Galileo, the back end banking infrastructure used by many fintechs. Okay, They're into cloud, okay? SOFI. This segment makes SOFI not just a bank, but a fintech infrastructure provider powering other companies. So when you really think about SoFi, I want you guys to look behind the scene. They're the ones that's powering lots of different companies. And then you guys know I always like to look at the balance sheet on a company. And the latest uh, information that I could get on SoFi balance sheet was their revenue. Their revenue is $3.61 billion. Their revenue is, let me say that again, $3.6 billion. Okay? And and some of uh you guys need to know what revenue is. Revenue is the total amount of money a business or a government receive, often called the top line. Okay? It is generated from selling goods, providing services, or from other activities before the expenses is deducted. Common seminar included turnover, sales, income, receipts, or gross income. That's what revenue is. And their revenue is 3.61 billion in 25. Okay? Their net income is 481 million in 2025. That's their net income. And some of you guys say, well, what is net income? Net income is often called the bottom line, or net profit. Is the total amount of money businesses or individuals keep. The total money of businesses, I'm going to say that again, our individuals keep after subtracting all the expenses, taxes, and deductions from their total revenue or gross income. It indicates true profitability and financial health. Yeah, this is good here. And guess what their net income is? $481 million. You guys do the research in 2025. Their total assets is $50.66 billion. Oh, this is a strong company right here, guys. Their total assets is $50.66 billion. That's with a B, dollars. And some of you guys, I need y'all to know, what is asset? Total assets represents the combined value of all financial resources, property, and investment owned by an individual or company, including both current cash, hard cold cash, inventory, and long-term assets, properties, and equipment. Okay, total assets represents the total economic resource used to generate income and are found on the balance sheet. And their total assets is letting you guys know that this is a strong company. Because I'm going to get into the charts a little bit, show you guys what it was a year ago and what you guys can get it in right now since the war is going on. But their total assets is $50.66 billion with a B. Okay? Their total equity, not equality, but their equity is $10.49 billion. That's what the B. The total equity is the residue value of a company assets after subtracting all liabilities, represented the net worth belonging to the shareholder. It signifies the amount returning to owners if all the assets were liquidated and debt paid. It would calculate as the total asset and liability. And theirs is if everything was paid them, okay, they would have 10.49 billion. And another thing that I looked at about this company as I kind of break it down so you guys can have it is they got 13.7 million customers and it's still growing. 13.7 million. This is the type of company that you guys want to invest in. SOFI. I'm telling you guys, I'm doing the research for you. And you guys, if you guys don't believe me, just, get into some research and start learning how to research these companies. And you guys have come up with, y'all get to learn how to invest y'all money in great companies like the great Warren Buffett taught us. If you're going to put your money out there, put it in a great company. They're going to make you money. So with all that, what I was telling you guys about their balance sheet, what does it really mean? Well, with those type of numbers, this just lets us know that SOFI is profitable, which is a huge milestone for a fintech. Assets and equity in this company is continually growing, okay? Their membership growth is exploding. I told y'all they got 13.7 million customers and growing. And this is a sign of a strong product market fit. So, in closing, I want to tell you guys what SOFI future look like. Okay? What does SOFI future look like? And here where it gets exciting. SOFI is positioning himself right now, is positioning himself as to be the Amazon of personal finance. Yeah, they're gonna be the new Amazon of finance, the new Amazon of money. Yeah, SoFi is moving into that category. In few years, they're gonna take over. Okay. Now I want y'all to think about they crossed into profitability and are expected to scale earnings as loan demands is going to grow. This is how they're going to scale it. Their deposit base is going to expand, and their tech platform revenue is increasing every day. Okay, SoFi wants to be the one shop. Yeah, this is what SoFi wants to be. SoFi wants to be the one shop for banking, the one shop for investing, the one shop for insurance, the one shop for budgeting, travel, and crypto. You guys, this is just a great company right here. And if you guys don't have this in your portfolio, you know, um, and you can get it real cheap right now. Over the next couple years, guys, you guys start putting this in your folio. You can get it real cheap. I'm gonna show y'all the charts in just a minute. You know what it was a year ago, and what you guys can get it at now. Okay, since this war is going on, it's been dropped in half, and you guys can get it. It's a steal. But I'm gonna give you guys SoFi's stock snapshot right now. You can get SOFI for $17.76 a share. Their market cap is 22.6 billion and their PE ratio is 46.56. Okay. Now, I want y'all to think about that. SOFI, I'm going to go ahead and close with this so we jump into the charts real quick. But I want you guys to think about that. SOFI isn't just a bank. It's a financial ecosystem. SOFI is where Gen Z and millennials will bank in the future. SOFI is where Gen Z and millennials will invest. SOFI has moved into where Gen Z and millennials will borrow and build wealth. Price. I think when the Biden Harris ticket was here, SoFi was on the tear. I'm going to show y'all where they were a year ago as we look at the charts real quick. Well, right there, 6 months ago. 6 months ago, Trump was in office. President Trump, $32.73 was a high. And if I go back just year to date, I think, you had some high up here around 31 a year ago, but I still see a year ago, it was at $32.73. And then you guys know, I always tell you guys, we need to start going back, and we're gonna bring it all the way up to where we are currently, okay? Under the coming out of the Biden administration, it was at $32.73. And Trump coming to office, and you guys know what happened. It started going down. Y'all see that? This is just 6 months ago. I'm on the charts so y'all can see it. Okay? Maybe I need to move myself. Oh, yeah, you guys can see it. 6 months right there on the charts. 6 months ago, if you look at this, and we went back from a year ago, we see a high up here, 32.73. That's just 6 months ago. Y'all see that? And then let's go back 3 months. Now we bringing it up today. Boom. 3 months ago, the new president came in and everything began to just drop. As you guys, I'm just giving you 90 days ago how it's been dropping down, been dropping. It actually fell down here to what is that, 1859. Okay, you see a low there, but even 3 months ago, it fell down to $16. Look at that. Let me go ahead and put a pin there, a little line there. Boom. Hold up. Let me get it in there real good. Horizontal. Y'all see right there down at the low, $16. Yep. Since the new administration come in, it dropped from 32. That's over half. Okay. In value. This is why I'm telling you guys that this is a great bargain. This is a bargain company that you guys can get in cheap because it ain't gonna always be there. Okay, it's not gonna always be here, but I'm showing you guys some deal. Now, this is not financial advice. Okay, I'm just showing you guys the way I be looking at things before I invest in them. I already have some so far. Okay, but look at that down there at $16. Okay, this is 3 months ago. Y'all can see that? Okay, now let's look at the drop from 32 since the new president came in, and it dropped all the way down to $16. That was all-time low, I think, right there. And then let's go on the charts here, and then it went on a little run. Okay, and I thought we was gonna really start shooting to the moon again, a month ago. But then some more stuff started happening. And guess what? A month ago, It just kept crashing down, kept crashing down. And then I'm gonna go back 5 days ago. Okay. Uh, but you guys know we've been in the war for what? Almost 2 weeks, going on 3 weeks right now. You guys do the math. But 5 days ago, we saw it at $16, an all-time low of $16.48. It tried to rally. Okay. It tried to rally. It went back up to seven. Actually, I saw it at a high 5 days ago, $18.29. That's where it really tried to rally back up in here. You know what I'm saying? But then, as you guys know, we're in a war. It fell down to 1648. We're still in war. It tried to rally again, went up to 1797, and then it just kept falling, kept falling, kept falling. Tried to rally a little bit. Let's look at where we are today. And we get ready to close off today. This is Friday. Uh, what is this? March. What is the day? January, February, March 20th. This is Friday. Uh, It tried to rally at the end of the day, went to 1667 as a low, still falling. And we are at we're in after hours right now. After hours. Let me open it up though. And I want to show y'all the end of the day, 1667. It rallied to 1699, almost $17. Let me go ahead and put a little, see y'all how it kind of rallied up there a little bit at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And now we're in the weekend, going into the weekend. It's going to run sideways, guys, all weekend. Okay. And just by looking at the charts, guys, and I'm not giving you guys no advice, but I would keep SOFI definitely on my radar because we are in a war right now. And you guys can see on the charts here, we at 1696. I'm expecting that we're going to come out of this weekend and go into next week at about $17 a share. And I think, guys, because of this war, we might be able to get it a little bit cheaper than that. You know, you guys see this thing drop down to, you know, $15, $12, $13. Gobble it up. Gobble it up because just because we're in war doesn't change their balance sheet that I shared with you guys. Just because we are in a war doesn't change what SOFI is doing and how they're positioning themselves for the Gen Z and millennials. You know, everything we do now is on our phones and apps. Banking is changing. The way we do finances is changing. And I promise you guys, y'all start putting, well, I'm just going to say, because it's not financial, but if you guys start putting this bad boy in your portfolio and just keep putting it in your portfolio, buy it on the dip. If we got into this war and the economy turn around, you guys is going to make a whole lot of money on this one right here because SOFI, you guys, is the future. This is not hype, guys. I'm gonna go over their balance sheet one more time. Their revenue is $3.61 billion. Their net income is $488 $81 million. Their total assets, that means everything they have is $50.6 billion. And equity, their total equity is $10.49 billion. If they was to sell everything today, if they was to go out of business, they'll still be worth $10.4 billion. Okay? So I want y'all to keep this in mind. This right here is a gem. It's a gem. So you guys keep that on your radar. And yeah, like I say, y'all see it down under $15. Just buy you a couple shares, put it in your folio, and watch it as the war goes on and it keeps going down. Keep buying. Start averaging cost down. I will start averaging cost down now. Next week, y'all see it down at $16. Get you some. And then watch it and track it as it goes down. Put more and more of it in your portfolio. Because when we come out of this war, guys, you guys saw it up there at 32. I showed it to you on the charts. It was up there at $32, almost $33 a share. You guys gonna get it for 15. And the next time around, when the market turned green, this thing might run to $60, $70 a share. And you guys are gonna make a whole lot of money. Okay? A whole lot of money. This is not financial advice. I'm just giving you guys some information that you guys can look at so you guys can make a whole lot of money. All my young investors out there, love y'all. Stockman forward. I'll talk to you guys soon.